Hello, my name is Haley Townsend. This is going to be my presentation about the squid, the enigmatic life of a squid, presented by Haley Townsend. So, squids, a little bit of background about them. The scientific name for a squid would be Luigo vulgaris, and that is going to be for the common squid. There's going to be other variations of a squid, like the giant squid and their scientific name and stuff like that down here. All these variations have different scientific names, obviously, but they're all going to be under the kingdom Animalia. And these squids are all going to be classified in the phylum of Mollusca and are classified Cephalopoda. Others in this class are included Noculus and octopuses, as we would know. Squids and other cephalopoda are marine animals, and they all habitat mostly in the open ocean, but they can also live in shallow coastal waters and deep seas. Squids often habitat many different ranges of habitats, many different depths, many different structures, temperatures. They're very adaptive species and they can live very thousands of miles down into the ocean or they could be in surface down. So they're just very adaptive and live in lots of different environments in the waters. So squid's meal plan. What do squids eat? So squids and all the other people in their class, other animals in their class, are all going to be predators, but squids mostly eat fish and crustaceans, such as shrimp and crabs. Most often, fish are known to, and that's what they're most often to eat, but they also are known to eat other squids and be cannibalistic in that way. This is seen a lot whenever they're put together in in big quantities, like in a net or something like that. Squids will eat each other. So, stuff that they use to get their prey. So they have their tentacles to grab prey, they have their suckers to grab prey, the suckers, as we can see here on this squid I have a photo of. They can also use their, unlike octopus, they have these hooks or clubs that they can use to grab prey and to lunge at the prey and grab them. And then once the squid grabs the fish or whatever it's eating, it can break it down with its beak. So squids on the run. Squids are also going to be prey in some instances, even though they are predators, they can also be prey. Stuff that would eat squid can be the sharks, dolphins, whales, larger fish, and octopi, and as I said earlier, other squids. So squids have grown to have like some things that have adapted to make it where traits that have adapted so that they can get away, including being able to camouflage themselves and hide from their natural predators. They are a big food source for a lot of these that I had listed. So, how are squids like other animals? Not like other animals. So, what makes a squid kind of like a pick-me animal? What makes them not like other animals? So, squids can change their color. They have these chromatophores, which are pigment cells, which allow them to change their color if they need to. And that change of color can be used to communicate with other squids and can also allow them to be camouflaged from their predators, as I talked about before in the last slide. They also can be bioluminescent. So some squids can produce light in their bodies, or they can produce light with their ink. So we saw in the lab that the ink sac of these squids, these ink sac can be used to disperse ink into the water to confuse and scare off prey that are trying to eat them, and just in general confuse them and make the prey run away. So this is a photo from lab that I personally use in my document. It shows a little bit of the stuff that I just talked about. As we can see here, we can see a tentacle that we talked about the squid uses to grab the prey. But here it has the hook or the club, which is something I also specifically talked about to be able to lunge it and grab the prey. And then here's the suckers that are used also to keep the prey in and help it grab the prey. And its eyesight there. Eyesight is it's a very, like squids have very good eyesight in the water, so that is also something that can help it be able to uh, get prey. So squid's impact on the world. Squid's impact on the ecosystem specifically, squids and these other cephalopods are very important in sustaining marine ecosystems. They are in a bunch of different webs, squids especially. They have, since they are predator and prey, and they're in a lot of different environments in the ocean and lots of different habitats. They're going to be in a lot of different food chains, a lot of different food webs. And if they were not to be there, it would really mess up a lot of the marine ecosystem. So they're really important to the marine ecosystem, and they are just a really big, major food source for lots of the animals that see it as a prey, like dolphins and sharks. They're a main food source or a main predator for all the uh, things that squids eat. So squids to humans. Squids are also a big food source for humans as well as these other animals. Many non-Western cultures, like I don't see a lot of people eating squid here in America, but a lot of non-Western cultures such as China eat squid on a daily basis. Or a weekly basis. It's a popular cuisine because it's a very healthy food. Squid and other fish are very healthy. It has lots of vitamin E, a lot of potassium, and are just generally very healthy for your heart. Squids are also used in research and they're used in cosmetics. As we can see, squids are also used in dissection labs and for just general education and like what we did in our lab. So squids are very important to humans as well. So these are all the sources that I used to come up with my presentation, and I hope you liked it. Thanks and giggle.